Physically and mentally, an athlete's road to recovery isn't easy.
I was pretty scared. We weren't sure how the recovery was going to go.
Redshirt senior and ASU wide receiver Xavier Guillory was the definition of durable growing up. He never had any serious injury problems, never underwent surgery, but in the midst of the 2023 season, suffered a Liz Frank foot injury, which sidelined him for the remainder of the season.
Because the foot surgery I had, it was a foot injury, and the Liz Frank ain't no joke. The surgery went well, and I recovered fast. I started running about 5 months ago and just getting back up, all that strength back.
Now, the recovery process wasn't easy, but through the adversity, Guillory was able to come out stronger with help from mindset and character coach Steve Watson, who helped lay the groundwork for his road back to the gridiron.
When X and I started meeting, he was going through a really difficult time.
Watson helped build a mental, physical, and spiritual foundation that Guillory could lean on through the hardship.
You got to feed all 3 gas tanks.
And he also reminded him of his why, to walk with the Lord.
I just point him to Jesus, man. It's all him and it's all God. You know, I'm just simply there to remind guys who they are. I'm simply there to point guys to God. And man, just the more that you walk with God, the more you start to trust Him.
Now that's who I play for when I run routes, when I catch the ball, when I come out in practice. It's more for the Lord than it was myself.
Guillory's faith has only grown throughout the years, but his why digs a little bit deeper. A Native American ingrained with the Nez Perce Indian Reservation, Guillory's cultural roots keep him grounded as a reminder of where he came from.
Really proud of my heritage and who I am, and I'm Native American black, but I'm mostly Native American, and I'm mostly on the reservation when I go back home.
We're located in Lapwai, Idaho. Our headquarters of our reservation, but it used to be a larger reservation, and we call ourselves the Mipu, the real people, and so we have our own kind of history and story of where we came from.
The Nez Perce tribe is federally recognized with just above 3,500 enrolled citizens, and the community, backed by rich tradition, brings all members together as one.
But you know, that importance of your land and your people, of where you come from, and so we always go back home and you just feel at home. Our family has large Appaloosa horse ranch, and so a lot of it's riding and being in the mountains, and our hunting and fishing rights and practicing those. A lot of it's family, community, giving back.
Guillory had posters framed of Native American athletes Jim Thorpe and Billy Mills hung across the walls of his bedroom growing up. Thorpe was the first Native American to win gold for the U.S. in 1912, and Mills remains the only Native American to win gold in the 1964 10K meter run. His late father, Raphael, was deeply inspired by the impact that these two had on Native Americans in sports, instilling in Xavier that same admiration.
It makes me so proud, just because I know his dad really loved, his influential, and his love for Billy Mills and for Jim Thorpe, and that history and what he means to many Native tribes and communities.
Now, Guillory looks to be that same role model to younger Native Americans while representing the Nez Perce tribe. He actually had the chance to talk to Billy Mills last year, and he said that it's his time to lead, and it's time for him to finish his own race.
And I actually was, before the Cal game last year, had the opportunity to get on the phone with him, and he just kind of told me the same thing, just like, finish your race.
He said, your voice and your voice of other people are important now. He said, I've done my race, and my father told me I needed to be heard, because but he said, but now it's your time. He said, you're the one out there doing good things and throughout Indian country, and so make sure your voice is heard and that you represent, your people and your family and communities.
Through the adversity, Guillory walked before he could run, and entering his final season of eligibility, is determined to cross the finish line. From Devil's Digest, I'm Justin Lacertosa.